Have you ever been about to take on a meeting, a conference, webinar, Zoom, or even a public speaking engagement, and right before you're about to get on, or maybe even the day before, a couple days before, you get that ball in your stomach, you get heaviness, you feel sweaty palms, everything is going crazy in your mind. Anxiety has made its way to the forefront. And what we want to do is rightfully remove that and bring your confidence back to the forefront so that you speak eloquently, so that you speak clearly, and so that you don't have any shimmer or nervousness in your throat, right? You want to make sure when you go out there that your message is delivered with the ultimate energy and confidence that's needed in order for the message to come across, right? In today's video, I am going to share some tips with you that's going to cut out the noise, remove sabotaging thoughts, and allow you to take ownership over your voice, connecting the mind with your words so that as you're speaking, you can think at the same time and get the information out in the way that you want to convey it. You want to make sure that your listeners, that your audience, that the person who you're speaking to is going to receive the message that you're delivering in the way that you want them to receive it. Sometimes we're saying things and we're communicating things to people, but they're not receiving it the way that we think they are. So we want to make sure when we deliver information that it lands the first time so that the takeaway is more impactful and memorable. One of the things I want you to remember, and this is a very good strategy to jot down, so make sure you're taking notes. One thing that I love to do is reframe my thoughts. So if I'm feeling a little anxious, let me give you this story. This is perfect testimony. Literally this past weekend, this past Saturday, I had to speak in front of 1,000 women to where I was going to talk to them about holiness and sanctification, right? It was a Christ-led event. And within that, 2 days prior to the event is when I was told to become a host and a speaker, right? So I started off as the person that was just creating all of the creative ideas for the event, and that the curation of the event was beautiful and fluid and all of those things. That transitioned 2 days before the event to me becoming the host and speaker. They knew my background. They knew I was a public speaker already. They knew I was all about confidence and empowerment of women. So they wanted me to just use what I already knew how to do and put it into play. And I was just like, okay, perfect, no problem. I'm somebody who's very confident in speaking. However, literally out of the blue, the day before, I felt this nervous energy come my way. And I was just like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. We're going to remove that nervous energy, and I'm going to bring forth the things that I can bring to this audience, right? I'm going to think about how this audience wants answers in this particular subject that I am skilled within, that I have wisdom within. When it comes to reading the Bible from beginning to end, all the gems and all the scriptures that I know and verses that I can give to them to help them on their own journeys of their faith walk, right? There's so many things that I can give to them. So I shifted and reframed that nervous energy to now becoming the fuel for positive confidence, right? Bringing back that energy of positive confidence to where I can show people and display to them how they can become a better version of themselves, a holier version of themselves, a more connected to Christ version of themselves through the things that I've read and know. I can give that information to them so that they can increase their own confidence, not only within themselves in their own faith walk journey, but within the God that they serve. So you see how I shifted that? I literally took one thing, one moment that could have just ruined my whole day, or it could have changed my whole mindset to go down this rabbit hole of how they're not going to understand me, how I'm not going to do good, how I'm not going to, you see how that's speaking death over the progress and the beautiful outcome that can happen? I'm literally shutting it down by having those negative thoughts. And with regrouping, recollecting myself, reframing it, taking it from anxious energy to positive confidence energy, I was able to take away the fear and include the positive energy of what I can serve them with, of what I can give them, of the things that I can do, what they're coming there for. They're coming there for answers. They're coming there for information regarding holiness and sanctification. And I'm going to offer them the information that they're looking for so that they can be fulfilled, so that they can leave with takeaways, so that they can leave with more confidence within their own faith journey and God in themselves, right? So this is what shifting and reframing does. Taking nervousness, taking that energy that doesn't serve you and recalibrating it to work in your favor. That's called reframing. So definitely use this strategy for your good. I love giving this strategy to people. I know a lot of people would like to talk about like breathing in and out, which that works too, because you have to regulate your system. So, doing 3 deep breaths, that always works as well. Sitting up straight or standing up straight if you're walking and talking at the same time, just having a great posture that allows you to build confidence and movement within your body. All of those things are great, but when it comes to the mind, you have to have a good strategy that you can capture things quickly and sit it in its proper place, or remove it and throw it away altogether. And when it comes to anxiety and anxiousness, all of that needs to go, because it can mess up the way you sound, it can mess up your clarity, it can mess up the things and the messaging that you have, and you want to get that out of your mind as soon as possible. So when you feel that energy bubbling up, when you feel yourself getting that, rumbling feeling in your voice and in your body, that tenseness, right? Take that energy and say, okay, I'm self-aware right now. I recognize what's happening. I'm going to recalibrate. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to stand up tall. I'm going to do all of those things. And now I'm going to reframe. I'm going to mind shift and reframe that energy from being anxious energy to powerful energy, so that my confidence remains, so that my voice is clear, so that I remember what I'm offering my crowd, and that they want to see me, they want to hear from me, that they want the things that I have to say. There's nothing scary about when you think of it from the aspect that they are there to hear you and receive answers from you, right? To receive solutions from you. And you have the key and the solutions and the golden nuggets to offer them. So don't think about anything negative of they're not going to want to hear you, that people are looking at you and staring at you and, oh my goodness. No. Get those thoughts out of your mind. They don't serve you. Focus on how you are going to be a wealth of knowledge for them. Focus on how you're going to be sharing wisdom with them that's going to elevate their life and get them confident. Focus on how you're going to literally give them solutions and strategies that they can take and use for the rest of their life. These are the things that you want to focus on. Reframing is something that's extremely powerful. So make sure you dive in on that. If you're looking for more tips and gems in regards to confident speaking and leadership, make sure to check out some of the other videos on my channel. You also can go to edifythesoul.com/LaShawn Kinley, this link right here, and that'll take you to my coaching site where you can see some of my challenges, cohorts, offers, and services that will help you along your journey to becoming a better, more bolder, confident leader. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next video.